What's going on? What's going on? YouTube Finance is in the house. And y'all chilling with Listen, my shades on so I can see into the camera. Listen, today I just had a little quick subject. I'm sitting out uh, in front of the doctor's office, and I just decided to make sure my volume up. I did a video earlier and it didn't have no sound. I didn't even realize it. Anyway, I wanted to talk today about being a light switch. Being a light switch. What do you mean being a light switch? Um, some people can be a light switch by being switchy. They ride with you one moment, the next minute they don't. Some people can be a light switch by their personality and their mood swings. Like you ever heard of a person having they say multiple personalities, because one minute they act this way and the next minute they act in another way. Um, some people can be a light switch. You find this, I found this a lot when as a young person. Like you may have somebody that's cool with you until they get around other people, and then they're not so cool with you. So I just want to just have a little conversation about that, and hope that, and what I'm saying that, I can help somebody, because here's the thing. When when you being switchy like that, like you're making people feel a certain way about you, and if it's a case that you're not trying to have people feel negatively about you, then it's something that you need to work on and try to change. Because I'm gonna tell you, once people realize that you're somebody that's not loyal, somebody that's dishonest, somebody that's not ride or die, somebody that's switchy, they will cut you off, and then in a lot of cases they'll tell other people about you, and for it ain't nobody trying to mess with you like that. So it's just best to be honest about things. You know what I'm saying? If I done had a situation where I had a couple of friends, right, and one of the friends had a friend of their own, right, but I ain't really care. Me personally, I ain't really care for that friend like that, because they was real negative, you know. So me personally, I'd be like, look, I roll with you, but I can't roll with your friend like that, because they got too much going on. But some people will sit and be around that person knowing that they really don't care for them, and be acting like they their friend. Like, that's being switchy. That's being switchy. You really don't care for the person, but you just, you keep hanging around them, and you have them thinking that y'all cool like that, when in reality you're not. You really don't like them. You really don't want to be around them. You got them around, you just tolerating them. But some stuff go down, they're gonna be looking for you to come and be their support, their backup. If you're not really a true friend, you they used to say thick in the front. You just uh, accepting them into, your group or whatever the situation is, you know, you're gonna find that it'll wind up being more confusion than if you just be honest about it. You know, like I know, like I haven't lived a perfect life or nothing like that. Like, I hung around with knuckleheads, and I've been a knucklehead myself at times. But you know, if I felt like a really negative vibe about somebody, I, you know, I wasn't going to go and be around them like that. Like I knew a guy that, was known for stealing. He was known for stealing all the time. Like you always got to watch him. And uh, I'd be a fool to go in a store with him knowing that he's going to go in there and steal. 9.5 chances out of 10, he's going to go in there and steal something. Now, like I said, it'd be on me if I decide that I'm going to be hanging with him, knowing that he got that type of character. So when the consequences come and security come rolling up and they grabbing y'all as a group because he done stole something, then you done brought that on yourself because you should have made it been clear from the beginning. Look, I can't roll with you like that. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna be phony. I'm not gonna be switchy. I just can't roll with you like that. You should have made that clear from the beginning. If that's what he want to do, or she, or whoever want to do, hey, that's on you. But that's not something that I want to do. It's not something that I'm into, and I'm not trying to go down, behind nonsense or whatever. So, but then on the other hand, you got some people will hang around them, especially if there's somebody that has something of value. Let's say there's a kid, he got money. People with a lot of money, they could tell you that they have come across a lot of switchy, phony people because, of course, people going to try to gravitate to them because they feel like they can profit by being around them. So, but if you know that you really don't care for a person like that, and you just hanging around them because of what they have, then you're being switchy. You're being phony. And that's not cool. That's not cool at all. So I just kind of wanted to talk about that because listen, whether you realize it or not, it's a hurtful thing. It hurts people's feelings. Sorry about that. It hurts people's feelings to find out that they thought they had a good true friend, and all the time you was being phony and switchy, the whole time. Like that's a hurtful thing. And the sad thing about it is, it's not only happened with friendships, classmates. This happened also with family. I've had family members that didn't like each other. And no matter what, they they didn't like each other, but they made it clear that they didn't like each other. So it was no problem with them. You know that they're not going to hang around each other because family or no family, they don't care for each other. So that's out. That's out. But then, like I said, some people will still be around you, especially if you have something to offer. They will hang around you, they'll be around you, and know they can't stand you, but they want to, be around to see what they can see and get what they can get. So that's being switchy. But I just wanted to put this little quick message out here. I'm about to head back out. We all leaving out now. But just be honest with yourself. Be honest with people. You know what I mean? Everybody ain't gonna get along. You know what I mean? Everybody ain't gonna be friends. Everybody, sometimes personalities don't mesh. But don't be switchy about nothing. Be honest. You know what I'm saying? Don't be cool with them 1 minute, like a light switch on, and then the next minute, light switch off. You don't mess with them like that. So, but that's all I got for now, y'all. I just wanted to hit you with this little quick message. I'm about to head out here and go find something to eat. But I hope it helps somebody. And I'll see y'all on the next one. As I always say, love, peace, and blessings to all of y'all. I'll catch you later.